File to run for office in the Omaha city elections. All 7 city council seats are on this ballot. 7 petitions were taken out for the mayor's race.
Yeah, First Alert 6 reporter John Chapman tells us 4 city council incumbents wasted no time getting their petitions in to the election commissioner's office.
District 4 City Council member Ron Hugg was the first candidate in line this morning to hand in his petition. Hugg was appointed to replace former council member Vinnie Palermo, who had to deal with legal issues. Hugg says his district has many ongoing issues, infrastructure being one.
We've all seen the condition of the L Street Bridge, the bridge at 38th and L Street that runs from 38th to 36. The deterioration of that, trying to get the state to move that up. 2nd District Council member Juanita Johnson also filed her petition this morning. Johnson says she will continue to work for affordable housing and build business in her community.
Giving our constituents opportunities to learn what it means to be a homeowner. So I'll be focusing on home ownership, also entrepreneurship, also career paths.
The number one reason I'm running is constituent services. Obviously, the citizens of District 5 need help from time to time navigating City Hall, and that's, I think, my number one job.
District 5's Don Rowe, also one of the first to file. Rowe says there are a number of things he's working on in his district.
And some abandoned properties that Roger is well aware of. We're continuing to work on that, and I think we're making some progress, but slowly. But I think we'll see some things happen here shortly.
Brinker Harding got his paperwork in today. Harding says what's good for District 6 is good for the city.
I know we're elected by district, but really every decision we make affects the city of Omaha in whole.
All of the incumbents who handed in their paperwork and raised their right hand all agree that public safety is the big issue for the city of Omaha.
Ensuring that we have appropriate amount of law enforcement officers and appropriate amount of firefighters on the street at all times.
We need to be vigilant about making sure that access to all city services are available and quick to respond when there's a need to respond.
Making sure that economic development is, you can't have economic development unless you have good public safety.
Douglas County Election Commissioner Brian Cruz does not expect the kind of turnout we saw in the general election in the city election, an election he believes affects more people in Omaha when it comes to day-to-day issues.
I always tell folks that these city elections are really vital to the voters because this is what affects your everyday lives. The roads, the pools, the parks, you know, and you can see the mayor, you can see your city council person at your place of worship, at the grocery store, at Target. So it's extremely important to get out.
In Omaha, I'm John Chapman, First Alert 6.
John, thank you. Friday, February 18th is the last day for incumbent city council candidates to file for office. City council challengers have until March 3rd. Mayoral candidates have until February 28th to file. The primary for the Omaha city election is April 1st, with the general election following on May 13th.